Cass, you've got a great personal story to tell. Can you just bring it in a nutshell for me?
So my cancer story pretty much started when I was 9 years old, and my dad was taken away by an ambulance to the hospital, and we really had no idea what was wrong until a couple of weeks later we found out that he had brain cancer. And at this stage I was young, I was 9, I had no idea what was going on. I just knew that it wasn't good.
You moved around a lot, you said, during that time that your dad was unwell.
Yes, so we lived in a small country town with no hospitals, so we had to move around and find like better hospitals. So eventually we came down to Adelaide, and after a while we started a normal life again. Like, Dad had his first operation and he went into remission, and so he started getting better and everything went back to normal, until a couple of years later, and we found out that he had relapsed, and so the cancer had came back. And my sister and I were so confused because we thought that he was all better, but he just kept getting worse.
How did CanTeen then come to your aid? How did you get to hear about CanTeen, and how did they support you through those last couple of years?
So I was 9 at the time, but then I was 14 when I found out about CanTeen. A nurse actually came up to me and gave me some pamphlets of CanTeen about kids on camps and kids on like programs, and they all looked so happy, and I was like, I want to be a part of this. Like, I want to feel happy again instead of being always worried and like stressed out. And so that's when I started. I signed up for my first camp and I had the best time ever. And
they were with you even through the darkest days with your dad. CanTeen was there, and tell me about how they could help you at that moment.
So my dad was still alive when I joined CanTeen, but I knew that there wasn't long to go. So I actually had the chance to talk to other people that were going through the same thing, and they really understood what I was talking about, and about stresses with school and like family and personal life, and like everyone just understood what I was going through, and that was so hard because people at school didn't understand. And then a couple months after I joined, he passed away, and I really had a huge support network with me. They were there to provide care, support, counselling, like anything you needed, and they would always make sure, like everyone, the members, the staff, volunteers, would always make sure that you were okay and supported through everything. And I just loved it so much, so I've been a huge part of CanTeen ever since then.
So looking back at that, do you actually wonder how you could ever have got through it without CanTeen?
Definitely. Yeah, I don't think I would have, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know who I would have talked to. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know what I would have done without them. So I'm so grateful.